Which country you come from?
My name is Rishad and I came from Bangladesh.
Okay. And now what's your major?
My major is computer science and technology.
Okay. Which university?
Currently, I'm studying at Zhejiang Gongsheng University, but I did my bachelor from Hangzhou Dianji University.
Oh, that's nice. So why you choose China for your study?
After completing my senior high school degree, I was searching some universities in Europe and some other countries for my bachelor degree, but there was time limitation and some complication about visa, and I had some of my brothers, they're studying in different universities in China, and they were recommending me that China is really good for study, especially engineering, because it's now one of the fast developing country in the world. So I thought, why not to try in China, and then I tried and I came here.
Okay, got it. So what do you most like in China? What fascinates?
I think the first thing is Chinese people. They are so friendly, and the living environment in China is so amazing. We have peace everywhere, and it's safe, and life is so convenient. Technology advancement. So yeah, I think the lifestyle and the people.
Okay. So what's your plan after your graduation? Will you gonna be here?
Currently, I'm doing my master degree, so I have planned to do job after completing the graduation. But I'm not quite sure, but I will maybe go for a PhD or something. But first I will try for job because I heard that in Hangzhou it's tough to get job without a master degree, so I stayed, and maybe I will apply for job.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your opinion.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Arnab Sharkar and I'm from Bangladesh. Right now I'm studying in Hangzhou Dianji University. My major is business management and I'm about to graduate next year. And when I came in China, I was facing a lot of trouble in speaking Chinese because I was preparing to apply some other countries, but after that one of my friend actually advised me to come here in China because China is providing a mass opportunity to international students and a better scholarship and a better career placement. And when I'm almost about to graduate, now I was very concerned about where should I do my master's, and I was really worried about it because it is quite expensive here. And then again, I found AOE here, and AOE Chinese gave me some advice and consultation about the masters, and they're helping me to apply better universities with a better scholarship and better opportunities. So I would suggest all of you to visit AOE or take a consultation from AOE for better education and better placements. Thank you.
Okay guys, welcome to my new live streaming session. So as you have just seen right now, we have watched the testimonials from all of our international clients about what their experience is like with regards to studying in China. We are from AOE Chinese. We have helped multiple international students apply for Chinese unis, and also we have helped many foreigners with their Chinese skills and passing their HSK exam. We are actually a very professional company. Our Study in China program, we offer you we help you through the entire process from university selection, document verification, visa application, pre-arrival orientation, and post-arrival arrangements. So we give you we offer you the services from the beginning till the end. Okay, so my friends, today we're going to talk about what it is like to be in China as an international students. We know that China attracts thousands of international students every single year. And coming to a new country where you don't have your family members around you, where you don't have your friends around you, it can be a daunting adventure, right? Some people are afraid, hey, if I come to China, will I get lost? Oh, hey, how do I book plane tickets? Or hey, the most important thing, guys, is how do I really get around in China without speaking Chinese? I mean, Chinese skills is very important, right? I mean, that's why we offer the HSK course and also the Chinese language learning course to help foreigners with getting used to their environment in China. But we also know that studying in China has some really fascinating aspects as well. We know that China is the number 2 economy in this world, right? And there's like lots of opportunities, lots of jobs, and really amazing city life that you'll find in China, which are not available in other parts of the world. And we also know in China you can get to travel, right? So guys, today we'll go over this topic from different aspects, from 4 different aspects. So we'll first begin by talking about living in China, the Chinese language environment. Okay, so we know that China has very big cities. Big cities are more international. That's like Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, Guangzhou. These kind of cities, right? And also China has like tier 2 cities, tier 3 cities, and even smaller cities. For example, Hangzhou, Nanjing, Qingdao, Chengdu, Yantai, Jinan, or Wuhan, all those cities that are right down the list, okay? So in the big cities, as I mentioned in my previous video, English, not having Chinese skills is not a big issue, right? Because, everywhere you go, there's a huge English speaking population, right? You will find people from all over the world, and sometimes you can find cultural enclaves for people from other countries. For example, in Shanghai, they have a French concession, or they may be having a German corner, or maybe a Spanish corner, just different cultural enclaves where people speak their native languages. And a lot of the services in the city are offered in double languages, in at least, a lot of the services in those big cities, they're offered at least in English and Chinese, and sometimes you can find them offering you services in Portuguese, Spanish, German, French, right? You can select the service that you want based on the language you're proficient at, right? And the Chinese people there, they speak very decent English in those cities as well, because like if you go to these cities, they are taught English from like third grade. So when they go up to uni, they will become naturally proficient in English levels. So if you go around on the subway, in the shopping malls, in the buildings, right, you can greet people, you can ask questions, do everything in English with the local Chinese people, right? And also a lot of the announcements are made in English. Some of the road signs are in English. The buildings, they also have an English name. And this is to make it easier for so many international companies that are locating there, as well as so many international populations, like they're working there maybe as senior managers, as technicians or engineers, right? It's important for those cities to have a high degree of English level, right? But the thing is, but like even if you're in big cities, you'll still find people that cannot speak English. And maybe if you go to some dead corners of the city, you'll find that people there can only speak Chinese. Maybe they cannot speak Chinese, they can only speak like a local dialect, right? So in essence, in big cities, if you go to big cities, guys, just getting around with English is totally fine. You can meet your expat friends over the weekend. You can find a large number of English speaking populations among the local Chinese due to the amount of English that is being taught in school. And also because a lot of overseas returnees, they like to work in those bigger cities. So you'll naturally expect that the people there can speak a lot better English. Okay, now here's the thing. If you go to a smaller city, that is a much tricky situation, okay? In those smaller cities, local Chinese people, they cannot speak English very well. A lot of the services are also provided in Chinese. A lot of the announcements are in Chinese. Documents are also written in Chinese. And if you go to the local shops, restaurants, all these kind of places, right? Even the menus are in Chinese. You'll be expecting that everybody there is going to speak Chinese, right? So that's it. And also that is why. And if you go traveling, if you book train tickets, if you get into hotels, the people there are not going to be able to understand you without enough English skills. So this is why it's important to learn Chinese in those cities to make life much easier for yourself, right, my friends? But hey, but the thing is, a lot of my foreign friends, the first moment when they take a plane ride, when they get off the plane in China, they're afraid, oh, wow, I'm in a smaller city in China. I'm in Hangzhou, I'm in Chengdu, I'm in Ningbo. The people there, they don't speak enough English. What am I going to do? So you get two options, okay? The first option is that you can make some Chinese speaking friends, be it local Chinese or maybe some expats with enough Chinese skills. You meet up with them and you go to different places with them, right? And you guys can have like, that person can help you a lot when you get your daily services, right, my friends? They can help you with the translation. And guys, those Chinese speaking friends, they'll definitely make life a lot more easier for you when you order meals, when you buy groceries, when you check into a hotel, when you book a plane ticket. Okay, or if you go to those smaller cities, you will also find places that are offering services specifically to the English speaking population. Like in smaller cities, you can find expat bars or maybe English speaking hospital or maybe some like international schools. Most of these places, they offer English services or programs to cater to the small minority of expats or the small minority of English speaking populations that are living there. Okay, but guys, if you really want to live in China for the long term, if you really plan to settle down there, study here for like 4 years, do a degree program, or even settle down in China to get married, then it is recommended that you at least have the conversational skills and the skill sets to read documents, read newspapers, understand announcements and such. So this is why it's important to work hard on your Chinese skills. Okay, so guys, how do you actually improve your Chinese skills when you're in China? So go to some more local Chinese events, try to do everything in Chinese. Chinese is a very, very difficult language to learn. It takes like 2,000 hours of language learning. I know that if you're not from China, if you're not a Chinese speaking individual, coming to China will present a very tough language barrier to you because this is the most difficult language to learn in the world, and most people, they're just rather comfortable speaking their mother tongue or maybe speaking English, right? In that sense, you have to immerse yourself in the Chinese speaking atmosphere, meet some Chinese people, take some Chinese courses, right? And guys, don't forget that we are from AOE Chinese. We also help people learn Chinese. Our Chinese courses are fun and interactive, and we also have live interactions with your instructors. We'll also assess your current Chinese level and your learning abilities and design the best course of action for you based on your situation. So, and also, if you're coming to China, you need to pass HSK because HSK is important for obtaining visa or getting to a Chinese university. So we also help you with HSK, and HSK we have level 1 up to 6, and if you can go up to level 6, your Chinese skills will be very good. Okay, so if you're worried about the new language and learning environment, you could definitely contact AOE Chinese. Or if you're not sure about how to obtain scholarship in China, how to apply for a student visa, how to apply for school, how to deal with everything before you arrive in China and after you take a plane off in China, you can also contact us. Our Study in China program is not only professional but also comprehensive, my friends. So definitely, my friends, definitely be contact us if you have any questions about Chinese learning or studying in China. Okay, so the next point I want to mention is what is it like to learn in a Chinese classroom? Okay, so we're actually going to talk about language classes and the degree classes. Okay, or like classes for a major. I would assume that the class I'm mentioning right here is a Chinese class. Okay, you're gonna be mingled with other Chinese students. So first, what is it like if you go inside uni and you're taking some HSK courses? Now, guys, I do want to mention that most of the time nowadays, China has very strict HSK standards for international students. So it is often mandatory for students to take 1 year Chinese language course, or you can call it HSK course in the university before they go to their actual degree. Okay. So what is it like when you're in the Chinese language course? You're going to be meeting classmates from your neighboring Asian countries. Most of them are like from countries like Thailand, Malaysia, Japan, Singapore, South Korea, just countries with geographical proximity to China. And those classmates, they're going to be probably your best friends after school. You guys can hang out together. You guys can date together. You guys can eat together. It's like if you're coming to a new place. They are like your brothers and sisters. They will help you along the way of adjusting. They will help you along the way with so many things. They're like your little peers, your little companions, right? But what is it like with the classroom setting, really? Okay, so first of all, the universities will employ some of the most professional Chinese or HSK teachers to help teach the students who need help with learning Chinese. Okay, the classrooms can be very fun and very interactive. So apart from the textbook material, from the pictures on the textbook to the little notes, to the little homework assignments, for the classes itself, the teacher will make it more fun. It's gonna ask guessing games. It's gonna ask riddles. It's gonna play some games in Chinese. Some Chinese instructors, they can also do very good tongue twisting to their international students, right? So if you're in those kind of classroom settings, guys, it's meant to be fun, it's meant to be interactive. The teacher also wants you to be able to make friends with your other international peers, and you guys can also interact with each other in Chinese language. Okay, so that's before you go into your degree. That's what the Chinese courses are like. Okay, so guys, what happens one day you finish your Chinese class, you have enough Chinese skills to actually take classes for your major. What are you going to do, my friends? Okay, so when you're in those classes, most of the time you're going to be taking the classes in Chinese, I would assume. Okay, so you're going to be mixed with like your other Chinese classmates, and the Chinese classmates, they're going to learn together with you, and your instructor will be extremely friendly and extremely I'm not saying extremely friendly. Your instructor will treat you equally with the other Chinese students. There will not be any sort of like discrimination. And the scores, your scores on different homework assignments, exams are going to be rated fairly or according to the university's standards or benchmark. Okay, so now, here's the thing. I mentioned that Chinese is a difficult language to learn. I mentioned that so many different times, right? So, some of the international students, if they have solid Chinese skills, they can go into the classes for their degree program without having to deal with their language difficulty. All they need to focus is on the course contents itself. I do meet so many international friends, and we also have so many foreign students here in China. Not only are they having difficulties learning the course contents, but they are also having a lot of difficulty dealing with the Chinese language. So it's like double layers of difficulty. First layer, you have to learn, you have to deal with the difficulty of having to do everything in Chinese, and then you have to deal with the difficulty of learning the course content itself. Like, I know some of us have very difficult majors like environmental engineering, IT engineering, or maybe physics, biology, these kind of majors. You have to write thesis reports, you have to read reports, you have to read research articles, you have to know all the professional terminologies in Chinese. And that is why it is important to have solid Chinese skills from your fundamental classes before you proceed to those classes from your major. Okay, so my friends, some people are saying, hey, I'm in China right now. I just want to learn everything in English. And this is why so many universities, they can offer English taught degree programs. And in those English taught degree programs, we have international faculties. We may have Chinese faculties with decent English skills. They can teach you well enough. And guys, believe it or not, the number of English taught programs in China are on the rise in these days due to the growing number of international students that are studying in China nowadays, and because also China wants to go international. So this is why you can easily pick a program that teaches you everything just in English, my friends. Okay, so without too much trouble, it's absolutely gonna be fine. Bless you. Bless you, my friends. Okay, so now, my friends, but still, I do advise you guys, if you're really planning to stay in China for the long term, you should have decent Chinese skills. It will not only make your academic life easy, it will also make your daily living easy. And that's why you can choose AOE Chinese. Will help you with the basic HSK exams, will also help improve your Chinese skills, will make you very, very fluent in Chinese. And we also have study in China programs. So we are going to help you before you arrive in China with your visa application process, school selection, orientation. And once you arrive in China, we will arrange everything for you. So contact us, guys, if you have any questions about those areas. Now, the next part is okay, so in China, what is the city life in China, my friends? I must say that the city life in China, my friends, is absolutely okay, it is absolutely fantastic. Okay, my friends. So in China, we have very good infrastructure, and that is why in the city you will find all kinds of tall buildings, like really nice tall buildings for offices, for different sort of like companies. And like China, it has lots of shopping malls in every city. Okay, inside the shopping malls you can find everything: pet shops, retail shops, grocery shops, bars, hair salons, gyms, or places to do your toenail, right? Usually the shopping malls, my friends, because China is very advanced in this area. Shopping malls, they can be 4 layers high, 5 layers high. In each layer, you will find different kinds of shops, or maybe flower shops, which I did not mention, okay? And sometimes you may even find somebody playing the cello, somebody playing the piano to add musical vibes to the shopping mall itself, my friends. So that is so, and also the shopping malls, they're actually properly air conditioned, very comfortable environment. The bathrooms are very nice as well, and there's very good audio in there. So when they play the audio, everybody in the shopping mall can hear this. Okay, so the shopping malls in China, they're really nice, and public transport in China is also extremely convenient. I know most of the students in China, they choose to live on campus due to its convenience. We'll talk about campus life later, but some of us choose to live off campus. Maybe you live near your campus, off campus, or maybe you live far off the campus. Okay, so if you're living campus, guys, apartments can be very expensive, right? That's why I recommend you to live on campus if you choose to live near your campus. However, there are some of us, we choose to live far away from our campus. People say, hey, the travel time is going to be extremely long. What am I going to do about it, my friends? In these kind of situations, my friends, I must say that the transport network in Chinese cities are absolutely amazing, my friends. We have very nice bus lines, very nice subway lines. So if you're living far off the campus, like in a suburban area, usually in terms of apartment rental fees, they are extremely cheap, and you also have more selection of places, and also like your neighborhood may be quieter if you're living in a suburban area. It is not difficult to get to university either, because the buses and the subways, they can definitely take you there. Now Chinese subways, they're really amazing. Like the lines are really long, and the subways are very stable, and some sections of the subway, they're actually running over the ground, so you can get a very nice view of the city. And sometimes from between subway stops to uni, they also have like those kind of like buses. I don't know the English term for this. They're called like interior buses. I'm not 100% sure what the English term for it is. Okay, so very nice public transport network inside the city. And also China, they have like those very nice shared bikes. I don't know if you guys understand this concept, right? We have all those really good cool apps where you can just open up the app, take out this the scanning section. You'll find different kind of bikes with different colors inside the city. Once you get the right app, and then you go to the corresponding bike, you can scan the bike and ride for as long as you want. And usually it costs like 1.5 RMB each hour, and you can ride for a very long distance within that 1 hour for 1.5 RMB. So that is this aspect, my friend. It is absolutely fascinating, my friends. The public bikes there, and we also have like free bikes in the city, but they usually park at a parking lot I don't know, like a bike station, you have to swipe in, swipe out, those bike stations, you can take your bike, go to different places, right, my friends? And those bikes are usually free. You need like a Chinese ID to get those bikes, but that's a different story. Right. And also, my friends, like the bus stops, they, like the bus stops, usually buses, each bus arrives like every 10 minutes. So there are lots of buses that are actually running inside the city, my friends. And also, if we're talking about all those different apps, right, in China, like Ctrip, Ele.me, Meituan, they can offer you a lot of like conveniences with your daily life. They can make things so much easy. And guys, I do also want to mention that some of the services in China, they're also open 24/7, like Hai Di Lao Hot Pot is open 24/7. We have some 24/7 gyms, we have some 24/7 hair salons, KTVs, they may be open 24/7. And in China, we also have a concept called private cinema, where you can just grab your friend to go inside a little room and watch some very nice Netflix movies, right? So I must tell you guys that life in China is absolutely amazing in those city life. And guys, if you really have any questions about studying in China or studying Chinese, you can contact us. We are very professional. Our HSK teachers, they have multiple years of experience. They have graduated with very good degrees. And our study in China program, we help you from the beginning all the way till the end, from your school selection all the way until making your daily arrangements for you when you arrive in China. Okay, so the next part I want to talk about is campus life in China, because I know that this is something that a lot of you may actually care about. Okay, so I'm in China, Chinese university, they have the best facilities in the world, also the best infrastructure. So let's begin with student dorm room conditions, okay? Due to increased investment from China's Ministry of Education, student dorm room these days are getting so much better than ever before. And actually, like foreign students that are placed separately from their Chinese classmates. So the foreign students there, they're placed in much better dorm rooms with proper air conditions, with proper beds and stuff. And the Chinese universities, they will take care of you like a little queen if you're a foreigner. Okay, so they usually have the international student dormitory section, and the campus itself. Oh my gosh, my friends. First of all, there are really nice buildings. Like the buildings, most of them are very new, right? And like so, Chinese and the classrooms inside are very comfortable, properly air conditioned, very nice seats and stuff. And also, many Chinese universities, they have very good libraries with large volumes of books, both for leisure reading and also for academic research. And actually, we mentioned in our previous live streaming that Zhejiang University has the largest volume of books within all the Chinese universities, right? And in those libraries, you can study there over the weekends. You can read books there. You can maybe even do your those stock exchange, or maybe play some games there, as long as you're not disturbing your other classmates. Is absolutely fine, right? And Chinese universities, they're surrounded by an extra layer of gate on the outside. Okay, so the concept of university is actually quite different in China with the concept of a university in the Western country. Because what I can see is that in the Western country, the universities there, everybody can enter. There's no gate. You can just walk in. And actually, in Chinese universities, they're surrounded by a gate, and there's like specific places where you can enter. They're like different entrances into the university campus, and the security guards there, they will check your ID. Nowadays they use facial recognition. And during the days of COVID, when people were so worried and concerned about the spread of coronavirus, right? People have to scan their QR code to enter the university to prove that they are in great health conditions. So Chinese university campus, they're absolutely safe, right? You can just like studying in there. You don't have to worry about the bad people coming in, because the university security guards, they will block them from actually entering, my friends. All right, and also like there are very good sports facilities on there. Of course, in every single university, my friends, you can find very good running tracks. All kinds of sports field. You can find places where you can play soccer, or they have some of them, they have tennis court, basketball courts. Some of the universities, they have very nice gyms in there. And guys, the student fees in there are much cheaper than if you buy the memberships from the sports center outside the university, my friends. And also, these universities, they have very cheap shops, right? And on those shop, my friends, you can buy very, very nice goods, right? They come at a lower price. And actually, you can find all kinds of shops on Chinese university campuses, place to buy your school utensils, places to buy clothes or shampoo, all different kinds of stuff. And that is to make your university life a lot more easier in China. Like, you can buy from those shops and go right back to your dorm room to use. Okay, and guys, also I want to mention the beautiful scenery on campus. Some of the university campuses, they're located in a bustling city center and the campus can still be beautiful. Some of the campus, they're located in the outskirts. Usually the university campus, if it's in the busy city, the scenery inside is still beautiful. But there are so many beautiful university campuses that are surrounded by natural beauties. There are lots of great, beautiful mountains around, nice forests, nice parks, and also lakes, rivers, and all kinds of things, and people, right? And whoa, my friends, the moment you walk outside the university, you feel like you are in another world. And usually on campus, there's like lots of trees, lots of lakes, and lots of flowers, and you can also hear the beautiful birds chirping. Some of the universities, they have different animal species. You can also probably see some squirrels jumping from tree to tree on those university campuses, right, my friends? So I must say that the university campuses in China are absolutely beautiful, and also China has some of the best, most advanced educational facilities in the world as well. Like, for different science and engineering majors, they have very advanced labs. In the labs there, they have amazing facilities that can help to produce amazing results. Okay, so every day, if you're actually living in China as an international student, like, your campus life is going to be equally amazing, just like the other Chinese students. Okay, so guys, if you have any worries or any concerns about studying in China, you can contact us. We're from AOE Chinese. We have collaborations with different schools in China. We can help you apply for scholarships. We can help you increase your chance of admissions, right? And we can help you find the best majors for you. Okay, and if you have any troubles with learning Chinese, you can also contact us, my friends. And the last thing I want to mention, and this in fact is something that all foreigners in China will encounter, is the friendliness of Chinese people. Okay, so foreigners, when they walk on the streets, they're like rare species. What I mean by this is that the moment they walk on the streets, there will be so many of them asking to take photos with them, right? Taking photos with them, asking them for pictures, or maybe exchanging WeChat and having a sweet, nice conversation with them, my friends. That is very common in China, and sometimes you may not even get used to it, because every day you'll find a ton of people trying to ask you for photos or WeChat ID. Okay, and actually, if you go to smaller cities or villages, some people will creep on you and take photos of you like this. All right, my friends. And if you're living on a university campus, you will see lots of Chinese classmates. They will be very friendly, very nice to you. They will go up to you and strike a conversation with you. They will try to practice their English with you because they want to become better English speakers. They may want to have a global vision. So that's why they're willing to meet you or make another international English speaking friend, right? So, and sometimes they will guide you through the campus, and they may be even able to help you with schoolwork. And usually on university campuses, they have English corners where the Chinese students, they can mingle with the international students to learn English and make friends, right? And socialize. And there are some international student clubs on campus where Chinese students can come check out and talk to different people from different parts of the world, right? So guys, that is what campus life is like in China, right? The friendliness of Chinese people. And in essence, I must say that studying in China is a wonderful experience. You get wonderful campus life, wonderful city life, and great infrastructure. Also, great public facilities, as well as very beautiful natural sceneries on the campus as well. And the classes, right? Either a Chinese class and also the classes for your major, they're also going to be very professional and really important, guys. There's going to be, and of course, I know the most difficult thing is you have to deal with learning Chinese, but don't worry, guys. If you have any questions with learning Chinese, or if you want to know how to improve your Chinese better, you can contact us at AOE Chinese. We have good, very professional HSK course and Chinese language course. Okay, so my friends, don't forget to follow us today, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this live here, our social media channel, and we'll see you again tomorrow, guys. Have a very nice day. Bye. See you later. In broadcast.